What's going on, Internet? We're going to cut that a little bit short because we've only got a few minutes before the next press conference starts up. How are you? I'm Tom.
It's Jacob.
Rich.
We're here to share our post-Microsoft thoughts after the hour Microsoft conference. To discuss real quick what we thought went on, what happened, what we're excited for, what maybe is not so rad. So I'm going to lead it off with Jacob. So what's some stuff you thought was going to be... What did you see that you were like pretty stoked on?
Well, I was had an uncontrollable reaction to Dragon Age Inquisition, which at some point later today you guys will see. It just came out. I didn't know that was in me, but that was awesome. Seeing the trailer for The Rise of the Tomb Raider was really cool. I was pretty impressed with Sunset Overdrive. It looks like it could be a lot of fun. Very underwhelmed with Halo. Just something they've already re-released, and that just kind of makes me sad that that's one of their big things. What was it, Scaleform? Or towards the end? Scale something.
Scale armor thingy.
Yeah.
The new Platinum Games
looked
game.
Interesting.
Scale down.
I'm on the fence about Crackdown 3, but for me those were the big ones.
Yeah.
Definitely Dragon Age. My nerddom and my geekness kind of came out.
You guys are gonna love this.
Yeah, you'll see that later today.
You know, I've got it right here. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to add a screen capture somehow. I don't know. We'll work on it. It's pretty. I just want you to hear the sound off of my sound card. Here we go.
I really didn't know I could make that sound. As I told them earlier, that gives you a little insight into my vinegar strokes.
So, pretty amazing with that trailer.
You're welcome.
So takeaways. I have my own thoughts.
Yeah,
Should I go?
what are your thoughts?
I think this is kind of par for the course of what we're going to see in the C3. It's going to be fun. There's going to be really, really cool announcements for some things, but we're kind of in between generations right now, right? Like, yes, we're in the next gen. I mean, there's 9 billion PS3s out there, PS4s out there. There's a 4 billion or whatever Xbox Ones out there, right? Everyone's on board with, the Wii U's out there. Everyone has their system out, so now it's software time. The tough thing is I mean, we've only been out for 7 months now?
7 months,
Just under
yeah.
7 months? And so we're seeing a transitional period. So, when Microsoft's big announcement, their big drop is a remastered Halo 2 that's releasing with Halo 1 through 4 and a beta for Halo 5. That's when you see they're not bringing a ton of the big guns yet. We didn't see anything about Battlefield Hardline, which we may see at the EA press conference. They were bringing an Evolve. They had Ubisoft talking about Assassin's Creed Unity. Trying to think what other...
COD.
COD was their opener. It's a good... There's going to be games, a lot of games. But I just don't think we're going to be getting incredible amounts of high-end IP yet. But there's going to be some good stuff. For me, I thought the DLC pack from...
Dead Rising.
Yeah, the super ultra
names.
arcade edition HD remix ×2 alpha, whatever.
It's good to see that Capcom can poke fun at themselves over stuff like that.
I was kind of on board, and then Zombie Bison came out of the fucking ground, and I was like, yes.
I'm surprised.
Yes.
I'm surprised we didn't get Tom's vinegar strokes over that one. To be honest, man,
It just looks funny. I mean, they had the whole Chun-Li thing. They had Ryu, but instead of Ryu saying Metsu, he said Shamalama Ding Dong. I mean, it looked a lot of fun. And then I think you guys already mentioned it while I was typing something on the internet, but the one with the punk kid and the zombie shooting. I cannot think of the name of it right now.
Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a lot of fun. My concern is it'll be really fun for like 2 minutes. But we'll see.
My concern is that it's not going to be really fun for $60. That's my concern
Yeah.
right now. And, I feel that way about all of this. I felt the entire conference was underwhelming. They tried to focus it, and some of the high points for me, like when they announced Phantom Dust was coming back, when they announced Crackdown was coming back, those are some of the more off the beaten path kind of things that Microsoft has done in the past. I mean, we found out real quick that I was the only person in the room that ever played Phantom Dust, the first one. So seeing that, it's going to be new to some people, but they're not doing anything with that stuff. Like Fable looked like an Xbox 360 game, the Fable Legends, and it's a straight ripoff of Dungeon Keeper. Jacob brought that up repeatedly, going, I played this. Oh, I played this. I played this.
2 of them.
Yeah, and I feel like, and I don't know what it is, but a lot of times when people in the RPG world go to that, you get to play as the bad guy, it's instantaneously like you're going to set the traps. And then you're doing Dungeon Keeper. And I loved Dungeon Keeper as a kid. There was actually a gaming hub about 10-minute bike ride from my house. I would borrow $20 from my mom, hop on my bike, and ride down there so that I could play Dungeon Keeper for 3 hours.
No, I'm
I
not
love
saying
that game, but that I was 12, so that's 16 years ago.
Yeah,
is that right?
And I'm not saying it's
that?
a bad thing that they're trying to recreate that environment in the game, but that's not Fable.
No,
that's not Fable at all.
Now, here's something that I did think of while I was watching that. If they utilized the tablet integration, the second screen experience, and maybe did it as a co-op thing, so I'm taking my hero through, and Rich is over here with his Nokia fucking with me. That could be really
awesome.
cool.
That would be
a lot
cool.
of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I can see that being fun, but I don't see it being programmed that way, though. Like,
it's hopeful.
Yeah. If you hear this, Microsoft, we've just given you gold. Go do it.
Listen, they've given us the ability to do that. It's called Project Spark.
Yeah, which I have the beta for Project Spark, and I was really excited to see some of the stuff that they were showing with that. And the game was originally designed to show you how to design, how to create in a programming scheme, and how to make a game. It's really cool, and I'm glad that it's on the Xbox One. I'm glad that they're moving that way. Jacob said it best. He said, "We've run out of game ideas, so now we're going to give you a project and a program so you can make games for us." But that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. But I am excited, and I know you guys are kind of laughing, but the fact that they had the Conquer addition to that.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
So here's the thing: is if Spark is the way it is, and they start giving you all the framework and all the pieces, if I can suddenly have a world infested by poo demons, think about it.
I want someone to recreate the multiplayer from Conker's
Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, either Bad Fur Day or Live and Reloaded. Either way, I'll take either one. You remake that multiplayer, and I will show up. I will show up to play that game. Other than that, I was disappointed with Forza Horizon. The last one was okay, but the first thing that came to my mind when they showed it was Forza 5 still broken. The last time I logged into it, the features and things that were supposed to be on Forza 5 that were in all the other Forzas are still not there.
Sure.
So we're making a new game. I understand it's a different studio, and Turn 10 can still work on that. Yay, they're giving me a new track, a Nürburgring track. If you are a racing fan or you've ever watched Top Gear, first, you know what Nuremberg is. Second, you're pissed off because it didn't come included with it in the first place. And 3, what took you so long?
Yeah.
You know, and that was the thing I need right now. I need something to keep me playing my Xbox right now because I have no games for it. Titanfall, I'm done.
Yeah.
Dead Rising 3, Jacob and I played for, a couple of hours. I beat it with one of my other friends. I'm done. I still have Killer Instinct on there, and every time they release a new character, I'll get on and play for a couple of hours. But we're talking like this much dust is collecting on my Xbox, and I don't have anything to play until Sunset Overdrive in September or October.
That was October 28th?
Yeah.
28th, yeah.
I can get the DLC, the best name ever. We're calling it the shorthand, the Dead Rising 3 DLC. That's what we're calling it. I can get that right now, and that'll last me all up of what? The 25 minutes?
Man. Zombie Bison's a good 2-day experience.
I want in, and I love that idea, but I need something to play right now, and they've got nothing.
Well, I think that's a transitional period. Something I am actually really excited about was the amount of indie stuff they're showing. The game that looked a lot like Limbo.
Inside.
Yep.
Inside.
And that Oni game, the
Ordi, the New Forest or whatever.
Yeah.
Really, really cool. And that montage of indie titles, shows that they're looking at what's really the truth, right? Indie is the wave of the future. The thing that I'm worried about is indie sometimes is code for obscure and kitschy. And I don't want that. I want an indie game, but I want a good indie game.
I think the main reason they did such a big focus on the indie there as well was Sony has been killing it on the PS4 with indie titles. A lot of titles that Microsoft's not getting, or that they're not getting until later, things like that. And I think they had to make some sort of indie presence because there is that group of gamers that loves their indie games, and that's what they want to play. And for that, I applaud them for finally coming to the table, while the rest of us have already eaten and gone home.
Yeah. That's the point. Is a lot of those things, and I was glad to see that Microsoft had a few things that are exclusive to them up front, but in the long run, just like Don't Starve was, just like Limbo eventually became, these indie games are something that we get on PC in the long run, and I play them there. I don't turn on my Xbox to play that stuff, so that's kind of frustrating in a way. The other thing, too, is that indie, to me, capitalizes on the mobile market. Because a lot of the games that are made for Android and iPhones and things like that are indie games for a mobile thing that they port over afterwards. Where do you think Angry Birds came from, With that being the case, it's low budget, it's indie that they pay to move over, and we're not getting whole games, we're getting the mobile market games, which I could do on my phone first anyway. Like, the great example is Halo Spartan Assault. I've been playing that on my Windows phone. This is my Windows phone. Yay. I've been playing that on my Windows phone and my Windows tablet for a year now. And yay, we get it on Xbox, all that time later. I don't understand it.
Yeah, bit of a weird transitional period, but overall,
I will play Crackdown, and I will play the new Tomb Raider if they get the psychology part right.
Yeah.
I'm in on the new Tomb Raider.
And we'll leave you with that new Tomb Raider trailer. In my opinion, best of show from that episode, from the Microsoft conference.
Best of show is still Jacob's Vinegar Strokes.
Yes.
I don't care what anybody else says.
Okay.
We're gonna get you that video.
The Ubisoft conference. No, it was EA.
Yeah. Somebody.
EA is starting in about 10 seconds, so we're gonna jump over to there. But thanks for watching, and we will catch you guys
Peace,
after
guys.
that.
Sweet.